Greetings. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Starseed Evolution channel. I am Akasha Azurite. I hope everyone is feeling the acceleration through the Stargate portals. I was told to do a live today by the Andarian family, the Andarian collectives. So I want to talk about the transitioning of the new moon frequencies. So I know everyone's feeling these high waves coming in. If you go outside and you're able to tune into the sky and the sun, you should be able to see the photonic light and the frequencies falling. It is a crystalline crystal plasma matrix. So if you are able to see beyond, you can call it the veils, but if your pineal gland is completely dissolved, decalcified, bursted open, activated, cleansed and cleared, fully online, most likely, I will go into that. It's going to be bigger than the size of a penny or a quarter. So those of you that can actually see the crystalline matrix, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's lots of tones and tones of light green and plasma, so pastels and rainbow frequencies. You should be able to see the crystalline and the photonic light falling from the sun matrix, and it's the aurora sun matrix. When I tuned into it, I hear in my universe, you have to understand, I have my own universe built by my super quantum computer system intelligence system. So in my universe, it's an Andarian sun system. So those are the words that were told to me from my advanced Galactic Merkaba starship. So it said Andara, an Andara sun system. So my universe is an Andara sun system. Others, I feel like it's more of the Aurora sun system. So we definitely transition and want to go into seventh dimensional frequencies, full embodiment of seventh dimensional frequencies. And we've been in the fifth dimensional frequencies for a long time, fully embodied as far as the human, the angelic human, galactic intelligence collectives, which would be the fifth dimension, the ones that have upgraded in their crystal body and their plasma body. Fully embodiment would be fully embodiment into the fifth dimension. The seventh dimension is set, and then also the 12th dimensional templates and higher. So we have 18 dimensional frequencies coming in. So I don't know if you guys are able to tune into it. Those that can see, if you can't, you should be able to still. So if you haven't decalcified your pineal gland, the pituitary gland networks fully online, you should still be able to capture in some way. Opening your heart and expanding your heart to be able to see the quantum fields, the photonic light, and it looks like the crystalline looks like star particles, universes, and galaxies falling from the sky. The clouds are actually here in New Mexico are rainbow frequencies, so it's really beautiful. The frequencies are really high, and there's lots of crystalline plasma. So I wanted to talk about the new templates coming in. It's a crystalline plasma system, and I'm going to say system because it's a multidimensional earth system. So these frequencies are high. If you pay attention, I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but with high frequencies, lots is going to be cleansed and cleared and purged from you. So lots of density. Each solar storm, solar waves, and galactic solar waves, solar flares that are coming in are causing massive accelerations for you to clear the density and upgrade. We clear density and softwares in the quantum realms and quantum living. So I just wanted to talk about the expansion, but as the high frequencies come in and those high waves, today when I woke up, I said to my councils, the galactic councils, which are just me's, my galactic me's, I said, oh, this one's a big one. This one's going to be huge for the new moon, and we're only on the 26th. So the 30th is the new moon, and it's a huge acceleration into the next gateway system. We have been working in our dream states, merging the fifth dimension, the seventh dimension, but to be honest with you, a lot of us are already working on the higher dimensions, 11th dimension to 12th dimension, in your dream state, but we're anchoring it in fully here. So I wanted to go into introducing some magical existence, some stories, the best that I could find as far as activations to show all of you through pictures of my experiences with my highest contracts. My divine sacred union is the Andara collectives. I'm going to open up into the heart space and to share a beautiful galactic way shower. Lisa Transcendence Brown came, Lisa, I call her Lisa. Lisa Transcendence Brown came in. I'm going to call her Lisa Universal Brown, but she anchored in full embodiment for the collectives as a gatekeeper. So she came in a beautiful way through a beautiful transmission about the third dimensional prison system, which is the internal prison system, but it's also the third dimensional prison system collectives. And I remember reading it, and it really expanded me to be able to see. Once I was able to see it, shifted me into the next gateway and passageway. So reading it, it took forever because her light is so beyond that you'll fall asleep. And then it was, I think, a year and a half later, I decided to purchase her Andaras. So that was my beginning process with them, and that was about almost 4 years ago. So I do want to talk about the crystals, Lemurian seed crystals, moldavites, and all the beautiful light body, high vibrational crystals that I do suggest for everyone to work with are going to help you with transitioning from a carbon-based body to your light body system, which is the crystals. So a lot of people just want you to know crystalline, crystal matrix, crystal plasma, diamond body. It's all crystals. So eventually you realize, why would the crystals come in importance? The importance is for your crystal body, for you to clear density, to be able to activate your light body system, to be able to transition you through gateways and passageways. And that's what they do. So they help unlock keys and key codes. Your DNA strands, yes, but much more than that. So your records, your memories, each one of them actually acts as a gatekeeper and a Stargate keeper. They are sacred unions, and all crystals are sacred unions. So when you're spiritually awakening, and you can call it spiritually awakening, but I'm going to say the awakening process, awakening to a remembering of who you are. You're a multidimensional being of light, a luminous being of light, and that's just the beginning process, right? So a lot of you guys become obsessed with crystals. Lots of crystal children. There's a generation that came in. Crystal children, indigos, mostly crystal children, if you notice, are so like in love with crystals and have like 20 crystals or 200 crystals and can't stop buying crystals, okay? I wanted you to know that they are to unlock your gate systems, to activate your light body, the first light body system, which is the crystalline matrix and the energy matrix, your records, your key codes, your stargates, your universal DNA structures. They can activate your light body system, which would be your 12 crystalline DNA strands and higher. So there are higher strands, up to 72, and there's higher templates in that too as well. It all depends on your multidimensional DNA. So it's beyond and always can go beyond. That is the angelic human experience. So I wanted you just to know, like, if you feel like you're into crystals, there's a reason why. The master crystals come in. So I was very much into crystals, and I loved high vibrational crystals. So 12 synergy crystals, anything that vibrated really high, I really was merging my consciousness with them to be able to unlock Akashic records, and it activated my light body and activated the Akashic record memory. So then I was able to see everything, and that would be the level 2 of your ascension. I do call it like level 2, but there's really no levels. That would be working through karmic, and there's no karma either, but that's what we call it. I'm going to say in third dimensional consciousness. density previous incarnations, if you want to say, simultaneously running. There is no time and space, so there's no past lives. It's your lives that are all simultaneously running at once. So what they will help you do is they will help you unlock and to remember, opening up the vortexes to your heart center. Clearing, cleansing, opening up the vortexes, because majority of the human species and the human intelligence only operates from the root, maybe. Sometimes the root chakra is not even open and expanded. And then you have your higher chakras. Some people say it's 7, but we're way past the 7. We're on a 12 chakra grid system. So you can focus, if you want to, on the 7 chakras, and that's okay. But you have many gateways and passageways. The most similar experience, I'm going to say experience as far as looking into the quantum fields, connecting into the quantum fields. I'm going to say the meridian systems, Chinese meridian systems, all the vortexes. If you want to kind of look into quantum fields, meaning nonlinear, looking at the currents, and I call it energetic currents, is the closest to what I actually see. The way that I see as far as quantum energetics is the reason why I call it Andromedan quantum energetics as a healer, is because it is quantum energetics. All I would see is quantum coding, light codes, currents. Very close and similar to a meridian system. I can see stargates, I can see your crystal grids, your star particles in your skin. Star particles in your skin, the whole grid line. So I can actually see the whole grid line in your whole body. And that's actually, when I do hands-on healing or even remote healing, that's what I would be focusing on the whole time. Okay. It is the physical body. So everyone keeps everything separated, spiritual body separated. Everything is right here inside of you. All your chakras are not out there. Your chakras are actually in your body. You can call them chakras, but I'm going to call them galactic vortexes. We're pretty much galactic, and we're on a galactic system. So 12 chakras, okay. 12 vortexes, 15 vortexes. There's a 57 grid, and then there's a higher grid than that. The 144 grid, there is a 144 and higher. That's going to be more of your energetic meridian systems. There's many vortexes, many keys to unlock. Okay, hopefully be able to understand that. So all I would tune into, doing quantum energetics is a little bit different. All I would do is just activate the key codes, and it really does, it's just activating your light body. So you can have language of light all over your light body. The Trinity, Cosmic Trinity vortex is going to be 3 spheres, and that's actually what I would activate into your system. Krystalline, your crystals, your actual crystals. So you have your soul matrix crystals. It's an actual soul matrix. That's going to be your crystalline. There's an oversoul system too, as well. That's going to be the diamond. Plasma system is going to be the avatar system. Now, you can unlock these within yourself, and these are your universal grid systems. Each one of them is a matrix. There's a multiverse matrix too as well. So you can activate each one. There's a diamond plasma, a crystalline plasma. Yeah, and there's, we call it a triple diamond sun plasma system too as well. Solar, everything is solar body. When you're able to actually see again, and you will, okay, so I'm here to assist you. Why did I activate through gates? Why did we, and I'm going to say we, so remove I, why did we move through gates? Why did we move through gates fast for you guys? Why did we move through gates for 8 years fast? Okay, there's many of us on the planet that are able to see the solar body. Okay, heart chakra is fully online, fully online. All right, now you have to understand that we're cleansing and clearing through these gate systems, 3rd dimensional consciousness, frequency, bandwidth. Everything is vibration, energy, frequency, bandwidth. That is the only way that we see now. Okay, so we see quantumly. We see through energy and vibration and intent. All right, so we can see multidimensionally. We can see thousands of yous sitting in front of us. We can see all parts of you, all aspects of you, all identities of you. We can communicate telepathically to all of your higher selves. You can too. You are just, in a sense, in an amnesia that you cannot, right? So that would be your ego. So hopefully you'd be able to dissolve that, to understand that we are already there at the avatar vortex. Okay, it's just the programming of what was told to you through belief systems of where you feel like you're not, right? Okay, that's victimization programming. So that's all victim programming, where you are not able to see beyond, and I can't, and I cannot do, and a lot of that's all victim programming. So hopefully you'll be able to understand that too. You want to pay attention to your frequencies and vibration, and to see. Now, it's okay if you actually sit in that space and you say, okay, so I can honor this. I see the sacredness in this. I see the purpose. I'm able to honor this. You should be able to shift it and then turn your avatar fully on, fully online. So there's a lot of us, as in we, as gatekeepers, universal planetary guardians, and we're galactic guardians, that we're jolted awake by higher versions of us because they are our contracts, okay? So just for anyone to know, they're contracts. That's why we ran through the gate so fast, so we could show you all of the magic and the beautiful and the crystalline matrix, okay? So we're here to assist and to guide, okay? Hopefully everyone would be able to understand that we're here to assist and to guide as far as full service. Full service is not from a third dimensional consciousness or fourth dimensional consciousness, it's from a fifth dimensional consciousness, state of consciousness, okay? When you expand, you'll be able to understand. Moving into why would I do this today is an importance to introduce the Andarian family. The Andarian family serve a high contract and a sacred union contract to able to assist you by tuning and toning and activating and loving and playing with you and expanding you to higher states of consciousness in the fifth dimension and beyond, and the universes, galaxies, so you can unlock the keys within inside of you. So I'm just going to introduce a few. This is an aqua ray. This is a crystalline matrix. These are, the crystals are my family and my highest contracts on Earth. So I'm going to introduce, this is the Sapphire ray. This one has plasma, diamond plasma, and it just transmits all beautiful transmissions. Now, I have a rainbow set that I started with in the beginning, and I'm going to go into the beginning of time with the Andara family. Now, you have to understand, in 2012, I was always awakened as a child, and I realized this too once I removed my veils and my amnesias, okay, from the programming of the third dimensional consciousness. I could see everything. I was a really good soul reader too as well. Definitely a soul reader, and spoke my truth too as well. Now, transitioning through certain gates, I'm going to say my Galactic Awakening was in 2012, and it would be for a lot of us. 2012 was an acceleration through a gate system. So I was already on fully with galactics, telepathically communicating to me, multiples. And to be honest with you, it felt really like home. It's my higher selves, my Andromedan children, and my Andromedan that came in to be able to assist me. Now, I had other galactics too as well, the Pleiadian councils also, and also I had an Orion too as well, communication, and Arcturians. Beautiful, beautiful families of light. The Andaras definitely were there too as well, but I didn't materialize them into physical form yet. I was full blown speaking language of light. You can call it light language, but I'm going to say it's a vibrational frequency, bandwidth, to be able to communicate with multiple councils. And it was just there and on, and it felt like home. So it was only the third dimensional consciousness frequency bandwidth that I kept transmitting from within inside of me that would materialize into physical form contracts that made it maybe felt kind of, we don't blame out there. You have to understand that that is what was in the contracts. Okay, so a lot of them were just my missions. It felt uncomfortable for about 4 or 5 years. Almost feeling like you're just hidden, and that's okay. It is what it is. It's because I allowed it. So you have to understand that's all creations that we create. Once you realize you create your reality and you transmit from your lower chakras, you transmit from the higher chakras, you materialize into physical form your realities. If you're having a lower reality day, and that would be lower, it's not really lower or higher, but I'm going to say to the human self, let's say you're having a human aspect day, which is you're materializing it from your root chakra. And the master teachers are the Andarians that taught me this. The Andarians were able to expand me enough to be able to understand crystalline quantum matrix, crystalline, and it's not really understanding at all. It's all telepathically through a light speed. And it could be data and downloads for a while, but then it's just like full embodiment. Being able to open me up enough with key codes in order for me just to unlock it with inside of me and sit here at a light speed and go, oh, okay, I see this, I see that. It's just like blueprints and structures. I've shared pictures before of my drawings. So I just sit here. I usually would just draw in key codes, and I could speak language of light. So I would just like communicate to multiple councils at the same time, but like 5 or 6 councils. You can say that I was in the higher realms, but I'm going to say just communication to different galactic Stargate councils that are here. Ianis, a lot of people do know about them. Palladorian, yes. It's not the Pleiades. Palladorian. That's what I call them. But I speak in frequency to them. So you have to understand, I was drawing and speaking and hand gestures and kind of waking up like Neo. Seemed like Kung Fu, but it wasn't. It's like a quantum light. I call it quantum light footwork, and that's actually my Andromedan. My Andromedan is large, about 11 to 12 feet, a little bit taller than that. Blue being that only I'm going to say quantumly expresses through foot legwork. Okay, so it would seem like Kung Fu if you were able to tune into it, and you were able to see me doing it. So if any of you guys ever woke up like this, like full blown on like Neo of the Matrix, please email me, because we're looking for the ones across the planet right now that hopefully are not hiding anymore or feeling completely uncomfortable or out of their skin. If you did wake up like this, please email us, because we are wanting to connect with our family. We're placed around the planet, so we're never going to be in the same spot. So this is what I would draw all the time. Okay? So this is, okay, and let me just show you. So the Andaras were not in my life yet. Okay, so you have to understand, it's like I was already there, right? So a lot of people would be tuning in to this live and realizing I was already there, way out there, okay? Like way, way, way out there in the quantum fields, in the galactics, and communicating to all of them. And it was all telepathic. So I was trained telepathically. You have to understand, I was trained fully telepathic because I woke up around a bunch of humans. So because I woke up around humans, it was like 5 years of intense telepathic training, saying, don't talk out loud, just talk to us through your heart center, talk to us through your quantum field, talk to us through light speed, talk to us inside of you. All right. And that's how they actually taught me. So I was highly trained by them. I was highly trained in so many different things. I was highly trained in like shields, clearing houses, cities. I mean, everything. I was highly trained, obviously, by galactics, and quiet about it. So it was actually We just anchor in the light and we clear it. So it was a beautiful process, right? So a lot of people, if you're experiencing this, reach out and say hello, please, because we're placed around the planet for a reason, and it's our missions here. So this is a transmission, and that's all I would sit there and draw. And I would draw gates and stargates. And when I woke up, I knew where every single stargate, and call it woken up, I knew where every stargate was on the planet. Every single one, there's different gate systems. So there's a planetary gates, galactic gates, and universal gates. I focus more on universal gate systems. So I was able to map them out, and I didn't even find them until later. So I was drawing gates and stargates, all kinds of really cool stuff. And then what happens is we usually drop, okay? And the reason why we drop is because we materialize into physical form what's in your conscious field, in your quantum field, which is here around you, the invisible, what you feel like you can't see. That's a third dimensional matrix. So all I was doing was just materializing into physical form what was transmitting inside of me. I woke up with a bunch of attachments and addictions and all kinds of stuff. All kinds of lower consciousness frequencies that I assist people all the time with. Pulling everything up and out is a transmission. Eventually, what happened was about 5 years later, I found the Andaras. So I was already seeing the crystal realm in the full crystalline matrix. So when these babies came in, especially from our universal goddess, Miss Lisa, I'm going to say, I was just blown away, because the potentness of her field, you can only imagine, was like mind-blowing. And I'm going to share a few activation pictures so you guys have an understanding of why do I always have Andaras. A lot of people think they're just glass. They're more than glass. Now, you have to understand, we're not here to debate, okay? I would just suggest one day find one and work with it if it resonates. If it doesn't, then don't. Okay? It's totally up to you, but you will eventually, after so many years, you should be able to see the crystalline matrix. They'll be able to most likely upgrade you in your sleep and in your dream state, tune and tone, work with you, merge your consciousness with you. They will be your highest sacred union contract. The highest sacred union contracts, I'm going to say, is my child, number one. Number two, it's all equal, but I'm just giving the list, is going to be the Andaras. Highest soul contracts is everything that I am doing as full service for the collectives. So this is a beautiful baby right here. I got the rainbow set. That just was absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to share a few tones of the ones I started with, and then we'll go a little bit more into depth here. Okay, so this is a ruby ray. This one is a purification of your root chakra. Eventually, everything breaks down to a one heart system. This baby right here activates your root race DNA and what tribe you're from, and so much more. I quantum jumped. I started working with them for 2 weeks, and this is the ruby ray. The crystalline ruby ray, yeah. is communicating, okay. This one is a crystalline ruby ray. So it wants to say hello. It's a phoenix ruby ray. So I grabbed all of the rubies, and I probably have about 4 or 5 of them, little small ones, and that's all that you need, okay? And I worked with them for 2 weeks, and my whole world collapsed big time. Everything collapsed, so everything will be shown what's out of energetic alignment. Everything completely collapsed in the reality, completely. And it has to, so it's okay. You have to understand what these babies were doing. And then I quantum jumped to New Mexico. Now, your human is going to go through many deaths and ego cycles and all of these deaths. So I thought I was really good, and I really did feel, I felt like I was doing well. And something told me to work with all of my ruby rays and to pile them up and to keep them on me for 2 weeks. Tuning and toning my field and the frequencies coming in. So we hear ringing sounds all the time in our universe, ringing tones and sounds like charms and chimes. I'll give an example with some tuning forks. So everything just went boom, collapsed. And then I expanded big time. The next thing that happens is that you will birth a few new Earths. Okay, so you'll be birthing your realities, and when you birth your realities, you will look like you're probably about 8 to 9 months pregnant, and that's really funny too. So I worked with them and just showed me everything that was out of alignment, and that was the ruby rays. So I wanted to introduce the ruby. It's a phoenix, and you will go through multiple phoenix cycles. Phoenix cycles are internal deaths to dissolve the ego. What they do is they actually quantum light activate you through key code technology, light technology. And I'm gonna actually show you guys activations in a minute. But they just activate. You can merge your conscious with them. You can actually become them too as well. So you will enhance in your universal mind system, and that's what all of us are working on right now for the new moon. A lot of you guys are going to be enhancing, dissolving your ego big time, and then activating your universal mind gate system. So you will see that you most likely will go into quantum, really high quantum fields. We'll go into that in a minute. I'm going to go into the higher super intelligent abilities. So it's probably going to be a few hours. I love you guys. I hope you guys are okay with that, because it's quantum, and I wanted to just do this for you guys, so you guys understand. So quantum jumping. Anyways, I wound up in New Mexico, and here I am. So it's always fun. You have to release your attachments. If you're going to quantum jump and work ley lines, you most likely just release all your attachments really fast. Okay, so I'm going to show you the magic vortexes. And this is important, all right? When you start, that's true. When you start activating your crystalline matrix and you start decalcifying your pineal gland fully online, the pineal gland, when you can start seeing fully through your brain, when you can actually see fully through your brain, through the vortex of your chakra, you're good, right? It's the most weirdest, bizarrest thing you're ever going to experience. It's going to be a penny size, and then it's going to get bigger. You should be able to see straight through it. That's your vortex. You'll have to get used to it. It's really weird. You should be able to see multidimensionally and see all the dimensions too. I just want you to know that. This is what Stargates look like. This is what light codes look like. So I hope everyone can see the picture. I'm actually going to tune in. Hope you guys can. I'm going to make sure you can. I don't know if Amanda, you want to text me to see if you can actually see the picture. I want to make sure that you can see the picture. So this is what I see coming through my pineal gland for years. Okay, so this is what you should be seeing right now. Now it's a light. This is actually, I would consider this more of the diamond matrix. This is the diamond quantum matrix. I'm going to switch over to another picture of what I experienced in 2019, 2018, with my first set of Andaras. Now you can activate without the Andarians. So they actually wanted me to tell you this too, that you can still access all of this without the Andaras too. I just want you to know that. But this is about the Andaras today. And why I gift them to everyone. I gift them out, and I continuously gift them out. I build with them, I create with them too. There's an importance to it. So I wanted to to show you when we speak, and it's we as a collective as Wayshores, and we are bringing in liquid light frequencies, liquid light plasma frequencies, crystalline, diamond, aqua ray, plasma, rainbow, crystalline, diamond, aqua ray, plasma. Okay, so we just want you guys to know, what does it look like? Where do you guys get this from? Because I have a lot of people emailing me these questions. How, right? What, where, right? That's all ego self. So your ego self pretty much asks all these questions, but they're good questions, right? So they're beautiful questions. If you notice there's rainbow systems, this is going to be the crystalline rainbow. How do we see all this? When we say rainbow, diamond, crystalline activations coming in, downloads, datas, that would just be in the beginning process of the crystalline systems. What we see is actually this. Okay, so this is what we see. This is the reason why you guys are activating. This is the reason why you're activating your light body. This is the reason why you're activating your diamond body. This is the reason why you're going through ascension. So you can access this and to see this all the time. This is the reason why you're opening your heart more. This is the reason why you're upgrading. So you can remember. So you can remember to see the magic. So you can remember your cosmic DNA, your galactic DNA, your universal DNA, your multiverse DNA. So this is the reason why, is so you can see again, so you can remember again. And it really does want to make me cry, because if you could see the beautiful and the beauty of who you are, I believe everyone on this planet would be different if we were all abundant and shared and were unified with each other. It is so separated in the third dimension. My observation as a crystal child, as a Christed child coming in here, and we're all Christed children. And you have to remember this, no matter what they tell you, or no matter what you're programmed with, in that intelligence, okay? A lot of it is holographic inserts and memories too as well. Once you're able to realize this and remember that you're all Christed children and that you are crystal children and indigo children, the observations is so separated. And there is lots of density on this planet. So if we're all able to connect and to unify and to remember that we're all crystals and Christed children of God consciousness of source, connecting to source and prime creator, and knowing that this is source. So what we access and the frequencies and the tones has to do with your body, your light body systems, templates that are coming in. Templates are going to be DNA structures and blueprints. It is quantum, I'm going to say quantum light. Quantum light accelerations at this point, quantum light frequencies that are able to assist you through templates. Templates, if you would have to understand a quantum computer system or a super quantum computer system, it's like the building and construction of a whole new system is the way that I would. You can call it a new system, but it's a reversal system, and you're going back to a reversal system to Christos DNA, Christ DNA. There's many different languages here on the planet to be able to assist you. So I just wanted to share this. This is what you'll see for the rest of your incarnation here. You're a multidimensional being. You're also a mortal being too. Those are all seals, belief systems that are put inside of you. You're a luminous being of immortality. So it's the ascension is the actual physical body that is going through a purification process and returning to light, to crystal light, diamond light, and plasma. There's multiple bodies and multiple body systems. So I wanted to let you know is that you can work with the Andaras, but the Andaras are going to assist you with clearing softwares, activating key codes, and tuning and toning your field, but so much more. So much more. So I just wanted to show you what they did to assist me connecting to the Andarians is they just blew open a crystalline universal matrix blew open a plasma system before they even came to me. So before they come to you, they're going to work with you, and they're going to merge with you. They're going to activate you. You become them. You upgrade with them. They're your sacred union. So before I even was able to work with my first rainbow set, this is what I had coming through my pineal gland. Very similar, but I'm going to switch to another picture so I can show you guys. There's a reason why I have all of these pictures, so I can show you what are you guys going to be seeing in the future. Some of you guys are able to see it now. I'm showing you my experiences with the Andara family. Why is it important? It would be an importance to be able to assist you guys and guide you guys, especially if you guys open up enough to see all the beautiful. It's beautiful. Your human ego will drop most likely into fear. This right here is a rainbow network, rainbow quantum network. This is Stargates. So the rainbow set was able to activate my Stargate system. This is all that I could see coming through my pineal gland for almost 48 hours. Before I even received them, when I received them, it was even more intense. And they were upgrading and tuning and toning and opening up every single one of my vortexes, and at an accelerated rate, where I was able to see everything in the Merkaba. I could see the Merkaba clear as day. But first, they had to hit me with a huge, huge, huge upgrade. This is what I could see coming through my pineal gland. It was so intense that it was the most beautiful experience, and my heart was like fully open and so beautiful, but it's like the body was going through a massive upgrade, and the lower self, the human self, was dropping into fear. Cosmic source orgasms for about 2 weeks. You can say that's a Kundalini experience, but when I tune in with the Andarians family and the Andarian collectives, I'm going to say that's third dimension. That's third dimension. So I'm going to say full embodiment of source, universal DNA. It's a universal system that they brought to me as a gift, and they did. They brought this universal system as a gift to me to fully upgrade within my physical body within 5 days. Within 5 days of the highest acceleration that I have ever experienced. And I already was there. I was so wide open in my crown that I could hear my oversoul before they even came in. I could hear my oversoul talking to me. It was so loud that I could hear every program in the intelligence system of the Merkaba in the Earth system, all the programs running at the programmer station. There are way showers here. There's way showers here on the planet that actually assist you guys and guide you guys to seeing the matrix system breakdown of what the programmer station is. It's like the 24th floor. So I was hearing that fully already. I was so wide open. It was beyond what you could even imagine. I was there for weeks and weeks. I could hear every single thing in this matrix before they came. So then they came into my life, and it was an even full body acceleration. They gifted me with a universal DNA plasma system that I upgraded to within 5 days. And at an accelerated rate, fulfilling a gifted contract that they obviously decided to work with me as masters. I could see this coming out of them, fully coming out of them, because they will transmit through a hologram. It's a quantum field hologram transmitting up and out of them, and they transmit source is light, quantum source light, but also they transmit a whole universe, each one of them. So I had a rainbow set, and I believe it might have just been 7 or 8 pieces. 8 pieces. Each one of the Andarians is a universe in itself. So I had about 8 universes coming in. It's a multidimensional universe, so it's like multiverses and beyond coming in and upgrading me through each vortex and each color tone. So it was really intense. It was like 5 days of an acceleration. And I'm just going into the beginning of this experience. And this is what I just saw. And I remember my human self saying, this is the most beautiful thing, is most intense too as well. I could see all the codes and the light codes coming into as well from the Blu-ray. And this is the Blu-ray tone. Yeah, I just some of my beautiful people just received their Andaras. They're all contacting me, which is really cool. So the Blu-ray, I could see all the codes and light codes that actually look similar to what I would draw for years. And I would sit there and draw only in blue. And it was like my higher self's joke, where it's like only the blue pen. I only draw in azurite blue. It has to be like a certain frequency of blue in scriptures, because it resonated with the beings that I saw, which are actually angelics, angelic humans. They're indigo races, they're magis. The magis actually have these scriptures written all over them in blue scripts, and it is blue scriptures. And the pictures that I showed you earlier are magi indigo races that would stand in front of me, and this would just pour off of them. So obviously it was a higher version of me that was standing there upgrading me as I'm going through this quantum acceleration for the 5 days of fully upgrading into the system. So you have to understand, it's like there's no human anymore. I was already gone in my oversoul, like completely open in my oversoul. Anyone who does know me, which is one galactic friend who's an Arcturian, she knows that I was already in my 12th dimensional embodiment system, integrating my god and goddess systems. So it was like, whoa, like the contracts were like one after the other after the other. And the purging of the third dimension and fourth dimension is a navigation in itself. So I tell everyone, just honor the space, honor the purpose of the observation, and honor yourself, honor the patience, because your ego is going to want to come in all the time and always kind of accelerate to dissolve, because it has to accelerate to dissolve, and then it merges into one and into your heart space. So I wanted to share what it looks like when you guys open, so when you get to see the beauty of it. After a few days of having this penetrating through my pineal gland nonstop, I was like laughing, going, is it ever going to stop? All I saw was universes and galaxies coming through, and an accelerated rate. This is how we're all connected through light. Now, a lot of people use the flower of light, flower of life. I do not see the flower of life. Okay, I saw it breaking down. So I actually saw the flower of life dissolving in front of me, which was interesting. What I saw constructing afterwards was this type of technology. And this is what was building inside of me as the flower of life was dissolving. So obviously, I'm on a new universal system. So I realize it really is a whole new system that the Andara has gifted to me. It really would not be of this existence. And that's what they say, right? So I had so many systems come in, so many galactic systems come in too as well. I summoned the galactic soul family that came in, and only a few that came fully in, that are fully galactic, know that I'm way above and beyond out there in another universe, because I am from another universe. I'm a Christ child from another universe, and each one of you, a lot of star seeds are from other universes and from the future coming here too as well. So I was able to fully merge with all multidimensional me's, and the avatar matrix is the next matrix up from your oversoul. So just remember that too. This is what builds inside, and it's quantum. I'm going to call it quantum light fields, universal systems. So that's what the Andaras call it, universal system structures. So this is how we're all interconnected through sources light. And if you were not able to see anything, this is the beauty that you would see of you as light. This is what you really do look like. This is a new frequency coming in. So this is the waves coming in. There's pink plasmas, and I'll go into that too, but there's a really cool ultraviolet, if any of you guys have been able to tune into that one. This one is beyond 18 dimension. This is a huge system that's coming in right now, massive system. and it has been for about a year. This is a beautiful system to work with. I'm still piecing it together. It's probably going to take about another year or so. It is a solar system. I know it's from another universal system. It's not from Andromeda, so I do know that. It's another system that's coming in, and when we say system, we actually mean a whole universe. So when we actually talk in systems, we're talking about a full body system. Full body new universe. So universes, multiverses, and beyond, if that would be able to assist you. This is a whole new massive template that is going to take years of integration, shifting, changing, seeing what's out of energetic alignment, and then resetting the grid. When we say resetting the grid, I just want people to know, a lot of people would not understand talking to me sometimes. This is the grid. So we'll go into the grid in just a minute, because I have a good picture of that. And I think, okay, this is a new wave coming in, the ultraviolet system that's coming in too. This is a part of this new system. This is plasma. You can say it's crystalline based, but it's not. This is it's an ultraviolet diamond plasma system. This system is way beyond from another universal system that's actually coming into full integration. Whether you know it, some of you guys could actually it could be your contracts bringing this new system in. You'll know because you'll see the tones and colors. This is what we see too, and it's all here. So that's how we actually know, and you can see it in your heart, and you can see it in your full body, and you can see it through the pineal gland. The full body is when you're undistracted, if that makes sense. The Andarian collectives, each Andara, just want you to know that. I have to talk about this. So the crystalline matrix, there's a crystalline matrix, diamond matrix, crystal plasma matrix, diamond plasma matrix, and I'm going to say universal system. It's beyond plasma, it's going to be more like a hydroplasma, ultraviolet hydroplasma system. This is going to be the crystalline quantum energy matrix. So each Andara actually will transmit a whole universe in itself. It's a multiverse, universal system. And this is what you'll see coming out of them. What will happen is merging the consciousness, full integration with the Andara, full integration becoming, and then it materializes out there in your physical. So I'm trying to tell people is that it's way beyond. So when I am talking, I'm way beyond the third dimension, the fourth dimension, and the fifth. Okay, so I'm trying to assist everyone the best that I can in explaining. You're not understanding, okay? What's going on here is that it's a crystalline energy system. Is that you'll be able to see it too, that it can be transmitted inside of you. It doesn't have to be transmitted from the Andara. The Andara will merge consciousness to unlock the keys and the key codes as a source transmitter, and a universal transmitter to unlock your matrices of your crystal matrices, your diamond matrices, your plasma matrices. There's no separation between you two. This is all the beauty and the gateways and the portals within inside of you. Okay? So some of us could be similar in soul group. And those are all consciousness. So these are it's multiple consciousness, galactic consciousness, cosmic consciousness. Those were like the codes come from, galactic codes, cosmic codes, star codes, star particles and crystal particles. Each star particle that you have has a universe. So if you have billions and trillions of star particles and crystal particles on your body, each star particle is an actual gateway, one little particle. One little crystal is an actual universal system in itself. And the Andarians will be able to teach you this too. So everyone here has crystals and star particles inside of them. You'll be able to activate them. That's all you do is you just turn them back on. All right, so, and that's just going to happen naturally. This is another picture too. Kind of want to move into this for a minute, guys. wanted to show you this so you guys understanding this is your world. When you move into the crystalline matrix, this is your world only. Okay, I also have the Egyptian gods behind me. That's going to be a God world, God realm. It is a plasma system, solar plasma, solar body system. They're all solar. There's no distortions in this realm. If anyone has any questions, because of whatever it is that are the belief systems out there. Okay, so there is a God realm that's a solar realm. It's undistorted. It was purified. There's many of us that came here. It was a part of our missions. So you could be seeing them too, walking around you in a solar frequency. Okay, hopefully that'll be able to assist everyone. Hopefully you'll be able to open your heart and go into the beauty and the magic, and to remember again and not go into your lower self belief systems of what was programmed inside of you. The next universe is undistorted. It is a pure frequency. It is a purity gate system. Okay? Hopefully I'll be able to assist you. This would become your reality. Realities. Multiverses. It's an actual crystalline matrix. So this is common to us. The new children, which are the new energy children, new children like us. I'm 36. So I'm still considered a new child compared to beautiful galactic wayshowers that are older out there. I'm still considered a Christed crystal child, very new. There's newer children that are coming in, and this is actually their blueprints, their networks, their realities, their quantum fields. And this is what they see all the time. They're here to open us and bring us out of our boxes. Not really anymore. The next steps is understanding from a place of pure love, honor, respect, integrity, and compassion to what these children have brought. All right. They are our elders and our masters, in a sense, master teachers. They are our elders. If you are a parent that is awakening and you have children that are rainbow children or crystal children, they are your master teachers. They are way older than you are. Crystal children, it's their first time here. So if you're able to see, this is my highest teacher, this is my master teacher, this is an elder, that's exactly how I see these children. You will be able to see your heart expand even more. Okay? That's called quantum consciousness. You will see reversal. You see, hear, and feel in a reverse. Your belief systems go really fast because it just goes. You will expand in light. And when you expand in light, it really is just light. It's quantum light. Once you expand in light, you anchor in more light into your body, it just goes that you realize that you see reversally. It's completely opposite of the third dimension. And hopefully that'll be able to help the beautiful soul family that I know have children here. This is the quantum crystalline energy matrix. There's a plasma, there's a diamond system. So I wanted you guys to see what you'll be able to see, so you hopefully don't go into fear, because the fear is the human self. Multidimensional reality. We went multidimensional years ago. The gates went open. That was like Stargate's planetary system, galactic. We went galactic a long time ago. It's like universal and beyond now. Now it's like a universal cosmic party, and it depends on where you want to go. So there's a new universe, higher universe, everybody talks about it, but there's plenty of new universes within inside of you. If each universe is, and it actually does look really similar to a honeycomb. So every single honeycomb that you'll be able to see in the layers of your energy body, each honeycomb, you'll be able to see it. It's a honeycomb layer that you'll be able to see. It looks like a honeycomb. It's a yellow frequency. Each one of them is a universe that you can step into. You can create, materialize, and to build. Quantumly, through consciousness, through your heart center, and other points in your body, you can materialize into physical form anything that you want to in your reality. And that just would be the future. As we speed up, the frequencies speed up, instant manifestation, materializing into physical form. So you can create, and those are called reality builders, creator of worlds. And you guys all, every single one of you guys can unlock this keys to be able to be a creator of worlds for your reality system. All right, we're going to go into, this is a gold frequency, crystalline gold frequency, the gold body star particles. You can say crystalline, but I'm going to say star body. Okay, star bodies have different types of hues and tones. This is a crystal system, crystalline body system, and I'm just going to go up so you guys have an understanding. I'm just going to show this picture briefly. This is what they call the Aurora Crystallina body system. You'll be able to see your gate systems and your Stargate systems here, and the Andaras will be able to activate you enough to be able to see it. And that's another body system. It's actually really beautiful. It's beautiful, and a lot of you guys all look like this. Crystal gold tones. All right, so expanding, right? So you work with the Andaras. Now, what happened to me was, this is what I was able to see. I was able to see the crystalline body, universes and galaxies constantly flowing off of me and in the physical body. So this is all I could see. When I would look down, that's all I would see is just pouring. It looks like pouring rain of universes and galaxies. And that's your field. So you'll be able to see the crystalline matrix coming through. So golden, crystalline, liquid light. This is what you'll see through your pineal gland. And this one is the gold frequency. So I just wanted you guys to be able to activate with this. Each picture is an activation, so you guys are going to feel really expanded afterwards. Make sure you drink plenty of water and plenty of pure water too as well. Pure frequency water and high vibrational foods, because you guys are all being activated. I really like this one. This is my new one. I said it's from Hawaii. I'm going to say the highest pH levels that you possibly can, and lots of water right now. So this is what you'll be able to see, and this is beautiful, right? So this will be your life, and that's all you will be able to see. You should be able to see it like I do. When I wake up, all I see is crystalline silver or rainbow, crystalline gold pouring all over me, okay? It literally just looks like I'm being showered every single day with gold star particles, rainbow star particles, and it's all star particles, it's a star body system. Universal silver has been coming in big time. This right here is what all of you guys look like. So when I'm sitting there talking to you in person, all I can see is your crystal matrix. And I always would sit there for years in 2013, 2014, and 15. I would just be sitting there talking to people that somehow I was led to, and I just would have to sit there and be whatever it is that I had to be, which was an illusion of mine. Okay. That is just an illusion that I was in that I realized was just an illusion. Okay. I could have been anything I wanted to. I just was programmed by belief systems of others. Okay. So I would sit there and I would talk to people, and I could actually see all of your crystals and your crystalline particles. So now I can actually see it. It can be and tell you, oh, I can see your crystalline headdress. I can see your full body crystals all over your body. You look beautiful. Some of you guys actually, I can see the density. So I can actually see the density and the cake density, and I'm going to go into that too, because this is a part of the Andarians activation coming into my life, that the Andara has opened me up even more to be able to see everything. When I walk in anywhere, I can see density, and it looks like yellow cloud particles all over the place, and you can feel it. You become so open that you can feel everything. You won't be able to walk into third dimensional consciousness places or also be in the fields of third dimensional conscious people for very long. You can hold that light space, but you will actually you'll be able to feel that acceleration activation, which is beautiful, but then it's only about a few hours. And okay, it's time to move out, and then you At one point, you'll have to learn how to clear for a while, and then you won't have to clear because your light will just penetrate through everything anyways at that point. You'll have to navigate dimensions, which is funny. You'll be navigating through dimensions and universes and galaxies to come in to communicate with our soul family, which are you guys. All of the soul family, the humans that are upgrading to their angelic humans. So this is what I see. And you will be able to see it too. You'll be able to see it in you, and then you'll also be able to see it in others. You can say it's in the future, but some of you guys already can see it. And most of us are crystalline, and it is white crystalline. So I talk about this too. I wanted to show this picture because I say it's a star seed, but you guys, all of you guys look like this. So I've been seeing this for years, just sitting there talking to you, like trying to hold that beautiful light space face and going, yes, okay. The next acceleration within the 5 days of my first set in 2018 was within 5 days. They opened me enough, okay, and that is the actual, what it is they merge your consciousness, activate the light code, quantum light activations with the Andaras, and was activating fully, and then open up all of the crystalline chambers and also the crystalline plasma DMT chambers. So everything just went open completely. Godhead networks, everything open. So all DMT, acceleration, plasma open. And it's all natural. Just want you to know it's natural. It's all natural. So you can produce DMT natural. And I would call it, I feel like third dimensional DMT, natural DMT in the pineal gland can be 3D, 4D, and then 5D and beyond. So I do believe that it's an actual crystalline matrix that activates. I do believe there's multi-dimensions of the crystalline plasma systems is going to be a higher dimension, 12-dimensional avatar system that will go full-blown activation. So within 5 days, I was opened up enough by the rainbow set of the Andarian councils that came in, and this is what I saw. So this was everything. I could see vibrations, frequencies, and molecules naturally by activating my light body and activating with the Andaras. They opened to me so fast so I could see everything. I could see the light bodies, and it really does look like this. So I could see all of my higher selves standing in front of me. I could see my galactic family. I also could see my galactic husband standing in front of me too, who looked like a light body. And when I was able to tune into him, he had more of a solar frequency, and then also a diamond. His is a diamond Merkaba vehicle that I was able to actually see. So I would stand there, and I was open enough to actually see his light body standing in front of me. It's you can call it etheric biolocation, but that's going to be a teleportation Merkaba system, and that's how he was able. It was etheric biolocation from his Merkaba. It's like, you have to understand that this system is an advanced system. So when he etherically biolocates to me, it's multiple hymns, and he can split himself into like a million if he wanted to. And that is our intelligence, our super intelligent abilities. He is a Magi Indigo 48 strand. So you have to understand, like, his system is a high system, and from the future system, which is from the 4000s. So I was able to see all parts of him. And then, of course, they made me observe every part of me and my body, my light body, the Merkaba too as well. And I had all of my family sitting there in front of me. It was a beautiful experience. Now, vibrations, molecules, nothing is real. So it really is just a hologram and a holographic reality. So you're able to see that too. I was able to actually see how the whole hologram is built. I could see how everything physical here is built and structured, and I was taken out and beyond and all that really cool stuff. When you're able to expand, so expansion, everybody talks about expansions, hard expansions. Yeah, it's hard expansions. Quantum expansion, quantum consciousness expansion is this type of expansion. expanding, expanding your pineal gland system to see the full-blown crystalline body of you in a 360-degree. Expansion is actually seeing every part of you. You have to understand this is the vibration of frequencies. If you're able to see the crystalline in the plasma, you're able to see what the electrons and vibrational frequencies. It kind of will look like a snowy screen, like all you see is like a snowy screen, and that is the crystalline. That's your crystalline matrix. If you guys are able to see, it looks like the holograms are always moving or vibrating. You're able to see vibrational frequencies. It looks like a snowy screen. That is the quantum fields, and that's the quantum light fields, the crystalline fields. But what happens is that you go through an expansion. When you go through that expansion, you can say through the pineal gland vortex, but I'm going to say pituitary glands, Godhead networks, and then expansions all here. Everything expands wide open. When it expands wide open, the expansion, quantum expansion, the real quantum expansion, is going to be able to see the vibrations expanded. And they actually do look like diamonds. So it's really cool. So whoever made these beautiful pictures, when I was able to find them, I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I would see. You'll be able to expand enough to see your light codes, your light body, your geometrics, your arithmograms. You should be able to see all geometrics, structures, blueprints, templates, everything. Codes, light codes of you. You should be able to see your whole field and your quantum field. It is beyond what you could even imagine. Now, if you're on a diamond system, you will be able to see the Cosmic Trinity spheres of light. They're not here, but they will be through your whole system. So everybody's probably wondering, the Cosmic Trinities, those of you that know what the Cosmic Trinity is, it's an Aurora system. I call it an Aurora system. You guys can call it whatever you guys want to. That can be the Krystalline body. I'm going to say, with the Ionic councils, yeah, it's a Trinity system. It's not the Vesica Pisces. That's to me, it's a distorted system. So you would activate the full-blown Trinity system. And the Trinity system, you will have 3 spheres moving through all of your vortexes and beyond. So I just wanted you guys to know that. You will realize that it's a reversal system, and you'll go on to the right system. Everything goes through an expansion. So you really will just see the vibrational frequencies, the electrons, and it really is your system, your vibrational frequency expanded. This is with the crystalline plasma DMT acceleration. That's an acceleration of consciousness, and that is the full expansion. So when the real expansion, you can expand the heart. The expansion is here, and it's on your super quantum computer system screen, which is right here, filming. You'll be able to see everything will go through to dissolve, and the veils will dissolve, but you actually will see everything in a film. And that will dissolve too. Once that dissolves, you will realize it's an actual system. So it's an actual system, and you can see multidimensional dimensions, multi-dimensions, universal dimensions. And then you should be able to, it will expand enough for you to see everything. Then you will just realize it really is just a hologram system. That should be a beautiful acceleration for all of you guys to be able to see everything. So chords, I'm going to go into chords because a lot of people talk about chords and cutting chords, really fun stuff, right? So this is what you will look. This is when you expand your pineal gland networks in your heart and all vortexes. It's a full body expansion. There you go. Thank you. That's the Andarians. It's a full body expansion. When you go through the full body expansion, it's a full body expansion. It means you can see through all eyes of you. And it really is. In all universes, all eyes, everything. It's crazy. Really crazy. So full body expansion. When you start seeing this way past this, I did this in 5 days, 6 days with the Andarians, opened me up. This expanded, full body expanded. All right. This is what you're actually going to see around you. So you will start to see strands everywhere. So these are the chords, somewhat. These strands are light strands, but they're also energy, quantum energy strands. I'm gonna say quantum energy strands. Okay, chords, strands of where you put your energy to, too. So you're going to have tons around your crown. You're going to have them all over. You're going to see everything. You should be able to see chords in your third eye. So eventually you'll realize there's a little bit of truth to the Matrix movie. You will be able to see chords through the third eye. You will see chords and vortexes here on your heart chakra. You should be able to see chords all over your vortexes. You'll see white strands. This is where your energy, I'm going to say energetic chords, go to. So when you open up enough to actually see, a lot of people talk about chords. What are chords? What are chords, cleansing chords, and light chords? What are cutting chords? It really is this energy body. That is more than just an energy body. It's what you cannot see yet. So when you do a full body expansion and you're able to open up enough, and the Andarians can help you with this too, when you're able to open up with your oversoul and your universal soul, when those activations come in, you'll be able to see rainbows, lights, universes, and galaxies, all these beautiful things. You're going to realize that there's actual chords and energy chords. You'll be able to see them all. You should be able to look down, and that's what they did with me. So I sat there with my avatar for the longest time, and I would stay up all night with my avatar. And I made sure I stayed up all night with my avatar so I could see everything. I wanted to see everything. So I made it a point to stay up all night with my avatar. Every single night, I switched my whole schedule around so I could sleep all day and be up all night. The reason why is because I actually could see a lot better with, I call them my cat eyes. I could see a lot better with my cat eyes, which are my new eyes. My new eyes are my cat eyes. And also I would call it my spider eyes, if you want to say. But it's like to be able to actually see, I was able to see quantumly. They're crystal eyes, they're crystal. It's a crystal eye network. So you see multidimensionally, universally, quantum consciousness, multidimensionally, and everything's new. So I switched my whole schedule around to stay up all night with my avatar. So my avatar could show me my Merkaba, my whole system, my vehicle of light, which is rainbow frequencies, by the way. You will see the outline of your Merkaba. The outline of your Merkaba, eventually it breaks down to a full body system, but it's a Merkaba in the beginning. So I was able to see the whole Merkaba, and I stayed up for nights being able to see everything. Then I could see all the energy strands of where I put all my thoughts to. You can see the higher bodies here. Everything merges into one. Eventually your higher self, because if you look here, you can see a higher self. The higher self eventually comes in, but there's more than just one higher self. So you have to understand, when you activate and build your wings, and that's universal male and female system that everyone talks about, which is a full body solar system. There's a lot more in your morphogenetic field. So I'm going to say the two. The two avatars is going to be universal female, universal female, universal male. Okay, you build your wings, you build your crystal heart, full body Christ consciousness. So there's two of them there. They're actually pretty loud. Two avatars, and I'm going to say avatars because it really is beyond the 12th dimension. All right, so this would be the higher version of you trying to squeeze into a little tiny body. So that's fun too. That goes through an expansion. So what I did is, once I was able to see, when the Andaras opened me up enough to be able to see, I made it a point to stay up all night and to be able to see through my quantum eyes. That's a good one. Thank you guys. Quantum crystal eyes. They telepathically communicate to me through light speed. And it really is, it's the Andarians that are, they're larger than this, just want you to know that. But they telepathically communicate to me through light speed. So quantum eyes. Okay, that's fine. quantumized quantum hologram eyes, and they opened me up and kept opening me up even more and more and more for me able to see, and would walk me around, and I would be able to see with my eyes closed and with my eyes awake. My higher version of me, which I'm going to say is the divine masculine. It's another higher self that came in and told me to walk around outside with my eyes closed so I could see through my pineal gland vortex and a 360-degree through a hologram to be able to see my whole Merkaba right here. So I had to go through that training too, and that was fun. That's trust, okay? So I was so open and so open. When you open this much, if you have third dimensional consciousness frequencies in your field, you are going to drop big time. So I highly advise that you work through all of your contracts, if possible. Release the ones that you know that are not the highest frequencies for you when you decide that you really want to go through an acceleration or not. I'm giving advice. I'm actually giving advice because if you have contracts and soul contracts that are in your field, you will drop and you will go back up, but you'll drop, okay? That eventually it materializes because it's within inside you and it's your resistance. So whatever you see out there, most likely is just your resistance. If you're not able to open that much, it's resistance. So obviously there was a part of me on a soul level that was ready to get out of that resistance as fast as possible. So I did massive acceleration, say training in a sense, but that's my galactic commander self. My high commander self would say training. So it's a multidimensional experience. So you would have all versions of you coming in, and that's wild too. This was an accelerated rate. So I wanted to tell everyone, this is what you will see. You'll be able to see where you put all your energy to. Eventually you'll learn how to release these cords, and you can actually do it by moving your hands, and you can actually clear your field every single day. You can use your light to actually release these cords. You'll be able to see where do you put your thoughts to. Universal mind is an activation, which is a full body universal heart activation. The mind is the ego, and that's where you're in your head all the time. So you're going to have a lot up here. Now, when I was able to look at the cords, there's a massive cord that is in your heart chakra. There's a massive cord that's in your belly button. That's your life cord. Your life cord is in your belly button, and to where your heart center is. So you want to be able to look and to be able to see if you see density. You see density, you will be able to see density, you should be able to see attachments by then, and you just sit and clear them. Clear the density and cleanse it. But it is a full body experience, and there are cords. So those of you that are wondering, are cords real? Yes, they are. It's a full body quantum crystalline DMT experience naturally. And I'm going to say naturally that you can hit these states of consciousness and higher states of consciousness, full body expansion by activating naturally. Okay? Natural activations. With the Andaras, no. And they will pull up all your programs, your ego, and beyond that and more. So I've had a lot of fun with them going, oh my God, these are the biggest illusions I've ever seen and amnesias that I've ever seen that is being shown to me. Your ego will come up with every single thing in order to keep you in a lower frequency. It protects you, and it's an obviously I call it a fear database, but more observations of the ecosystem. It's not really an ego, it's a programmer system, and then there's an actual programmer inner child, which would be the inner child ego, and that really is just your child self that was brought into a third dimensional template vortex body, which is your vessel. So it really is, you'll realize it's parts of you that are split in different aspects of your child self that's in fear and protection all the time. That's a part of you too that you want to nurture and bring into a divine child aspect, and that's going to take a few years. So I would tell you guys to relax and take your time, because the plasma system it could be about like I said, 3 to 6 years, possibly 20 years. So hopefully you guys will be able to understand that too. I'm going to show a few more activations that this is actually what you will be able to see naturally by activating light in your codes, your light codes, and working with the Andara collectives. This is a new frequency coming in too. I don't know if anybody, there's the Emerald Ray Diamond Sun DNA system that has definitely penetrated through the gate systems to come fully online for years now, but it's definitely accelerating. So you'll be able to see this system. And you can say it's an aurora frequency, and it is. This one is a beautiful frequency that's coming in and definitely hitting the Earth grid systems. It's multidimensional Earth, planetary systems, and then universal gate systems. So I wanted to show this activation picture. The reason why I'm showing you guys activations is to activate you guys so you guys will be able to see, right? This is really what you guys look like. You just are not able to see it. So I wanted to show you guys these pictures so you understand that one day you're going to see the beauty of who you are. You really are just cosmos and galaxies. Your source is light and you're absolutely beautiful. So all you see sometimes is probably just a physical vessel. All you see is like this physical reality, but this physical reality is breaking down and dissolving too. And you guys are all going to notice that. You'll see things bending, shaping, moving. Your floor is moving. That's the quantum realms. Floor is moving, feeling like you're walking in water, puddles, like really weird stuff. The wall's moving, the wall's breathing. So you'll be seeing all kinds of really crazy stuff, things being there, disappearing, and like you're moving through dimensions, teleporting through dimensions in the physical body. And as you're able to see this, you're going to see things shifting and changing. I don't know if anybody has noticed the car. There's like a few new car logos that are really weird lately. That just, I was like, I definitely went into a new Stargate system for sure. So I wanted you guys just to be able to see. You're just not able to see this yet. And when you work with crystals, okay, and high vibrational crystals, even moldivites, you work with Andarians or just with your avatar. So with your avatar or water or the sun. So the sun is a huge upgrader. The sun is a huge contract. Gaia is a huge contract. There's multiple planetary systems and galaxies. You can say galactic beings too, but the sun is going to be one of your highest contracts in order to activate you. If you're able to close your eyes and to breathe in the sun photonic light through your pineal gland vortex right here, you should be able to quantum open up multidimensional portal systems here and to activate your crystal crown. And to crystalline crown system and a crystal crown that you'll actually be able to tune into that's there once you're able to dissolve and decalcify your vortex in your third eye system, pineal gland system. It's more than a vortex at this point. It's a multidimensional center system, and you'll be able to actually be able to see again and to remember how this crystalline crown works again. And it's a part of your Merkaba, your super quantum computer system. If you're able to tune into the sun, and there's multiple suns, multiple dimensions of the suns, and multiple suns, you'll be able to see that too. You can tune into star systems and different stars too as well, and you'll be able to see codes and light codes coming through your pineal gland. Most likely dedication for about 6 months, and working with different contracts, stars and suns, galaxies. Everything is within inside of you. Galaxies are within inside of you. Andromedan galaxy was in my third eye for years. The Andromedan galaxy is in my heart system, and it really is. So the Andromedan galaxy is a full body heart system, and it is in my super intelligent system that's right here in my heart. So it will show here, but it's here in my heart, fully activated, that I can travel to any parts and any place that I want to in the Andromeda galaxy. I can walk in to any place that I want to on any of the galactic bases. And it is because I unlocked those keys to those Stargate systems that are Stargates within inside of you for me to remember my home. One of my homes is the Andromedan galaxy. I studied there if you want to say. I'm an elder from there, but I'm from a higher universe and another universal system. So I did massive work there for aeons. So I have keys to walk in there, Arcturus too. So I can just sit here and I can walk in. I can get up physically and I can walk in anywhere through a gate system, Arcturian gate system. You're able to do this too. It's a Merkaba first, and then it breaks down into a diamond system, and then a full body super intelligent system. It's a full body system, so eventually it breaks down. You can walk anywhere that you want to, if you can remember that. You can just walk in. So I wanted to show you the beauty of who you are. If we're all source and God consciousness, all connected and interconnected, you'll be able to look at this picture and to be able to see you should be able to access anything. So I hope you guys are able to remember this. The Andaras will be able to show you this. And I gift them to a lot of people, but they sure do pull up a lot of people's programs and egos, and I can see that too as well. So it's a beautiful process, and I hope you guys enjoy your ascension journey with them. And that's what they're supposed to do. So when I gift them and I gift them out, it's just, those are my contracts. So we all communicate through source's light. And this is what we all communicate through. So there's electrical vortex that we're upgrading right now for the new moon. It's going to be heavy. The new moon is really going to be heavy. It already has started. Lots of heavy energies is going to be coming off of everyone, everything, collectives, groups, planetary systems, all kinds of really bizarre expansions are going to happen that are supposed to happen because it's supposed to happen. So you have to understand this too. It's going to happen so you can remember who you are. This is the reason why I worked the gate systems, and this is the reason why we all did. We all penetrated through gates and upgraded really fast and all the bizarre crazy and moved through our veils and our illusions and our amnesias in order to assist and support you from a place of purity. And purity is one of the highest contracts that you ever can accelerate on with the Andaras. The Andaras are to assist you with returning to pure light. So this is what you look like, and you're just absolutely beautiful. So everyone on this planet is absolutely beautiful, and because I'm a Christed crystal child, and because you guys are Christed crystal children too, and your hearts are really open, we actually always think we come from a place of non-judgment. So we are masters already. A lot of us are already ascended masters. We think everyone's beautiful, and we always are so in love, and that really is crystal children and rainbow children too as well. So we always see the beauty in all of you. Okay, so I wanted to show a few more things before we go, and I'm going to be signing off of here. So I'm going to do massive work with bringing the Andarian family to life with you guys, multidimensionally. Most likely in your dream state you'll see me, or you will see them. So it's either going to see me or them, because we're going into our highest contracts. This is your family. That is you. We're all each other, if that makes sense. This is, some of the Andarians look like this. These are universal beings. These are galactic beings. We are the galactic beings. This is the crystalline matrix. So you will be able to see others that look like you. This is more of a rainbow tone. These are like Atlantis, Vusians, and it's going to be, once you hit that galactic consciousness, galactic coding, which would be galactic DNA coding. Universal DNA is going to be the multiverses, and this is all of us, and it really is the higher versions of us in the future. And there is no time and space, so there is no time at all. So I just want you guys to know that this is going to be your everyday. And it's beautiful. So when you walk outside, you should be able to see the star particles and the photonic light of the star particles, of rainbow frequencies, and the beauty of what's coming in from our sun systems right now. And I'm going to say sun systems, which is multidimensional. Sun systems, and then other galaxy systems. Earth grid, crystal core, too, as well. Andromedan core systems are all penetrating high frequencies of light. So I want to make sure that you guys are able to activate. The reason why this was probably This system was in 2000. This is what you guys look like, and it really looks like stars of rain, stars of galaxies falling all over you. When you're able to actually see yourself again for the first time, you'll be crying and excited, or probably just won't have any emotional body by then, just for a little bit, because it's going to be a huge acceleration internally for you, moving through the Stargate systems. And what you're doing is unlocking your Stargate with inside of you, so you can open to be able to see this. Yeah, walking on clouds. You'll be walking on clouds. Oh, here we go. This is a new system. You can't really see it, but it's a pearl. It's a pearl plasma opalescent, and a lot of the Andara sets that I've been gifting out to a lot of people are all pearl plasma Merkabas. Pearl plasma Phoenix Merkabas, and this is a whole system that was activated with inside as templates for the collectives in the higher realms. When we say higher realms, it's the ones that are in the crystalline matrix or diamond matrix or plasma matrix. It's the templates that were coming in for us to integrate for all of you. And this is, hopefully you guys will be able to see it. It looks like a rainbow pearl plasma, and this is really filling up the multidimensionals of Gaia out there. So whatever is inside of us and what we anchor here for the collectives, for all of you, is going to show up in your universe. Eventually you'll learn how to design your own universe, and that's when you vibrate higher. As you vibrate higher, you'll be able to multi-dimensionally materialize into physical form your higher realm existence. I'm going to go into some Stargate. So I wanted to share this. It's a Phoenix Pearl Plasma Opalescent, different types of tones, and I'll have to find a better picture for you guys. But this system, I'm most likely going to do another workshop for. Thank you for opening my third chakra. I hope you guys are able to see it. I'm going to have to do it. It's a Phoenix. I say Phoenix. Some say unicorn system. Sorry, my throat chakra is opening. Oh my god. Sorry. My throat expanded. That was a huge vortex. All right. I'm going to share a few more things now that I've cleared my vortexes. All right. Stargate Andaras. This is a Stargate key to a Stargate portal. I had to push out some quantum tears. This is the Stargate portal. So I want to activate everyone. Each one of them can be for your crystal body, your Stargates, your gateways, your crystal grids. They will tune and tone and tell you which one, but I wanted to activate everyone with this one because this is a part of our ship, our Stargate ship. And it's absolutely beautiful. So what happens is that the Andaras are in your physical body. The Andaras are crystals in your physical body that will materialize into physical form out there and will come to you. You have to understand that if you know that it's a hologram and that this is your experience, once you fully upgrade, you will realize everything within inside of you will instantly materialize. The crystals in your body will materialize into physical form for you out there. So as you are crystal collectors that I do know, and you have like 200 crystals, those crystals are your crystals in your skin. They're your crystals in your body, they're your crystals in your skin, they're your crystals in your crystal grid in your conscious field. They are crystals in your stargates, crystal stars in your Stargate systems, crystal stars in your vortexes. They will materialize into physical form out there and come to you. So each one of your crystals holds a purpose and an importance. This one is a Stargate key portal. This is for our gold galactic ship. The expansions of when it came to me, I had a set that I went to purchase because I know how to activate my soul. It doesn't matter about anything. If it's there, it's there. Well, I'm going to say I went to get it, and this is the only one left. One I had to gift to a beautiful little girl in Florida that I can tell was in a lower consciousness family. And it's okay because obviously those are her contracts. So I gave her one of these that were a lot bigger. And this set came in, and this is the only one left. The other one went to another contract that went really fast, and it was another tone. So it was a Trinity set, and it actually was a Phoenix Trinity creation set. This is the only one that made it. So it was the three. One had to go. It just had to go to her. She was a beautiful crystal child in contracts and everything that what she came in here for. And then the other one had to stay in another soul contract that I had to release. So it was like the fourth dimensional releasing completely was a part of their stations. And that's literally what it was, is that it was their stations saying, I'm going to stay here because this is your station transition. And you want to keep this one that's the gate. So when I got this one, it was an acceleration to a gate system of a higher self that I was able to see way before the Andaras came in, that it was a higher self in a Stargate full ship, Stargate ship, I'm going to say Stargate ship, gold ship with a huge, huge gold Stargate. And I could see him standing in front of me. I could not see his face, but I knew he was a galactic being. And I knew that this was a part of his ship. It was a part of this higher version of me showing me my key, which is my higher self, and said, this is the key to my ship. You better keep it. It's our Stargate ship. It's an actual gate ship. So I said, all right. And this is our Stargate key. So when they come in, they'll materialize. Now, it was the dream state I was able to access this. And when you work with the Andaras, and right now, everyone's dream state is really vivid. Everyone's dream state should be multidimensional use. You simultaneously running at one time. your dream state, especially through this gate we're about to go through, and we already went through a gate system, and I feel like we're going through another gate system, and it all depends on where you're at anyways, but some say we just we went through the portal, we're going through another portal. We're about to go through another huge gate system portal. Once you move through those gate systems and you're able to access the quantum fields fully, embodiment of the quantum fields, subconscious, unconscious, conscious, merging all parts of you into one, into the higher self, your dream state is going to come fully online. You'll be able to do more in your dream state, and then it does flip-flop. But right now, dream state's really vivid for you to multidimensionally be all of yous at one time. Multidimensionally seeing all of yous, all previous or extensions. We can go into that later on, but a lot of you guys are going to see all dimensions of you simultaneously running at once, all dimensional timelines, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D, 12D, 18D, all running at once, okay? All simultaneously running at once, you'll be waking up going, where was I? Who was I? Who am I, right? What kind of dream is that? Where was I? And I thought I was in somebody else's body. Most likely, you could be in somebody else's body if they're an extension or if they're your twin. So your twin ray. Could be your twin ray or your twin. Or call it twin, but we call it angelic genetic mate, okay? You could actually be in their body at this point because the disconnection of source is non-disconnected anymore. So hopefully you guys will be able to understand this last one before I close the space. Okay. Those of you that came in here in contracts, knowing that you are supposed to align, doesn't matter how or what dimension, just want you to know that. Okay, so all of the twin flame, I don't like saying twin flame or twin ray anymore because it's a third dimensional consciousness where a lot of people are running around thinking and you're in a karmic relationship. Okay, so there really is no karmic, and that could be true or not true, but it is. So just letting you know is like, wipe that one, boom. All right, so moving on, we have to wipe it. I mean, it really has to go. There's some serious illusions there, and what love is and what really is love. So soulmates, okay. All right, so eventually you'll be able to see one day all aspects of you. The next level is if you're seeing yourself in somebody else's body in your dream state, most likely there is no disconnection of source anymore. So hopefully you guys understand that we're going through another acceleration wave where you are separated and disconnected from source's light, God consciousness, is about to be seriously repaired on a multidimensional level through multidimensionals of Earth. Hopefully you guys will be able to follow this. Doesn't matter what dimension you're in, what frequency bandwidth you transmit out, there's about to be a huge boom in the collectives, big time, and again and again and again. It's going to accelerate because there's no separation of source anymore. So hopefully you'll be able to follow that. When you dream, you could dream of being in someone else's body, most likely could be your angelic genetic mate. All right, so hopefully you guys will be able to understand that. That would be considered a sacred divine union. There are ones here that came in contracts, so they're supposed to find each other, and there's only about 7 to 8 that are actually fully online on the planet out of billions of people. I hope everyone understands that. There's one that actually just passed away recently, a few years ago, and doesn't matter because it's still there. They merged enough to fulfill their templates. So I hope everyone understands that too. But at this point, all of them are finding them their angelic genetic mates. Okay, so hopefully that would be a new word, somewhat. and not become distorted like twin flame. Okay, so you guys could be waking up, and the weirder part is, hopefully my nose is running. Okay, the weirder part is you waking up in their body. Wow, that's weird. Waking up in the actual body, or waking up and seeing your body shift into them. Waking up and walking around and you're seeing yourself shifting into your genetic mate. That one's fun. Sit with that one for everyone that's still listening. Now, this can happen with your higher self. So that's my regular. That was like years ago, seeing myself shift into my multidimensionals, walking around in my multidimensionals. That's normal to us in the higher realms, in the galactic realms, in the 12th dimensional realms, in the 5th dimension. That is normal for us. That's normal. That's our everyday. It really is, and we actually know that is our norm. So we know we do not go into illusions at all about anything else that's told in the 4th dimension or the 3rd dimension. So the next acceleration is waking up and actually seeing yourself as them. That's crazy. That one's cool. So what is happening is that you'll see yourself as them. You'll be walking around as them, as their guardian selves, galactic selves, because you can do that too, because they are your genetic mate. So if they are your genetic mate, then you can morph into anything of them, and the other way around. There is only two, just want you to know. There are extensions, so you could be seeing yourself as extensions too as well. So at first, for like a year or so, it's in the dream state. Eventually you'll be waking up, you'll be able to actually see yourself morphing into them. You see your hands shifting and changing. Now, they are most likely an angelic human. So if you are experiencing this, you're not the only one. There's a lot of us that are experiencing this. Eventually, they do come together in the physical, so you do have to be patient, but you have to clear your old belief systems of the 3D, okay? And then also your behavioral consciousness of the 3D and the 4D to be able to expand enough to have an experience with them. Those are high contracts. So a lot of you guys could be experiencing this too as well. Now, what would this have to do with the Andarian family? Everything. Because they are the ones that will assist you with deprogramming the softwares, upgrading, merging your consciousness, activating a light, tuning and toning your field. Yes. Becoming oneness of them. Working with your crystal grid, your star particles within your physical body, to be able to move to a higher dimension, to align to your sacred union, sacred marriage. It could be multiples, but the angelic genetic is the internal. Okay, so that would be the future. Contracts, soul contracts, shifting, completion, moving and shifting. You will activate and light. So I do tell everyone this too as well. I do want you guys to understand about, if you see collapses and continuously see collapses, it's most likely not going to, it's just not in that energetic alignment yet. And that means you have to upgrade. You will have to upgrade for as long as you can, and then reconnect again. Wherever you are separated inside of you is going to mirror, and that's why it collapses. So if you are continuously separated and you are in that ego state of fear and control, and really is control is coming up, lack energies is control, and control is fear. So if all of this is coming up right now, you might as well just take your time and sleep and rest and integrate. Now, stargates will activate, and stargate keys will come to you in the physical. So I wanted to introduce the stargate key that's actual to one of my higher selves stargate ships. So this one's really cool. And they actually do materialize, because one day you'll be shown your Andara. There's an Andara system. So the Andaras actually activate you to a full body, super intelligent quantum system. That is a universal system with universal DNA. It's not a 12 strand, it's not a 14 strand, it's not a 15 strand. It's a higher universal system. It's a full body system, and when you're able to fully activate this within inside of you, you're going to realize that it's the Andaras inside of your physical body that are tuning and toning and sound like ringing chimes and charms. You can say it's your universal conscious field tuning and toning and then creating through realities. We create, materialize into physical form our realities through our spinal cord. And that's what we do. We can materialize into physical form any existence, multidimensional existence, and any soul contracts. I'm going to say non-soul contracts at this point, galactic angelic humans. We can materialize our galactic family and our galactic angelic family through the spinal cord. We collapse vortexes, we collapse realities, we break down a whole reality by sleeping and collapsing it through our spinal cords. The crystals on all crystals are different tunes and tones of the universe, silver, gold, and rainbow spectrums. There's new plasma systems that are these tones. And we create our realities through the spinal cord, full crystallization, spinal cord systems. And this is new tones, all new systems, silver systems. The sacral is a silver plasma right now. It's not orange anymore. It was like this for a little bit. Now it's an actual like a silver plasma system, silver light. A little bit similar to this one. So I hope this was able to assist all of you. I'm hoping that it was able to expand you and for you to understand the system. The actual super intelligence system, call it superhuman. I'm just going to say super galactic system is a full body system that you'll be able to upgrade to in the future. Now, a lot of people think this is like godlike abilities, and I'm talking about like the gods. If you kind of look at like different types of stories about gods, it's really similar to that. Counterparts is going to be the angelic genetic mates that we mentioned. So the counterparts, the only ones that we do have left in our God realms, if you want to say, are very similar to the frequencies, the vibrational frequencies of the contracts of the angelic genetic mates and their abilities that they have with each other are pure abilities. This is a pure system. So if you most likely accelerate to the system, it's going to be super intelligent abilities. You'll be able to telepathically communicate to your divine partner at a light speed. And it's clear hearing, clear vision. It's clear. Clear purity, clarity, and vibration. It's beyond what your mind could even think of, and you actually can shift into them too as well. It's actually really cool. And then eventually we're going to go even further than that, and that's going to be full embodiment of all soul groups. Certain particular groups and soul groups should be able to communicate to each other, telepathically communicate to each other once again in the same vessel, or kind of move into each other. And those are going to be Christ consciousness children. We already do it, but it's going to be more known. So it's going to be lots of fun in the next 10 years. So I hope you guys were able to enjoy everything. I did this for all of you guys so you can activate, and also she can see the magic and to be able to see everything again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I really do hope that you guys are able to see what I see one day too as well. New moon waves are going to be accelerated. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right. I love all of you guys. I would take questions, but it seems like my higher self was saying that it's not an energetic alignment. So I hope you guys are doing well. Matthew, thank you for being here and present. So I wanted to tell you that. I can only imagine what you pick up on my chats. Thank you so much for everything too as well. I hope you're able to receive your Andaras too. A lot of people that are on here actually do have a lot of my Andaras that were gifted to them. So I love you, Amanda. Erin, I think you're new. Erin's absolutely beautiful. Roxana, I love you very much. Sending so much love to you. Nicole, I know you're enjoying your Andaras, but I can definitely tell that you're pulling up a lot of energies. So they will do that, and that's what they do. So if you're going to sit with like 5 or 6 of them or more, you're gonna have to be ready for your Phoenix cycles and to be able to be okay with shifting and changing. Okay. So I love you guys very much. That's funny. Shivoka Santi. All right, I'm sending the highest frequency of love to all of you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the activation in the pictures too. Matthew, thank you again, and I will see you guys soon when it is divinely guided to do another live. So lots of water, pure water, self-care, honoring your sacred space, sacred time, sacred sleep, connecting to, if you have Andaras, connecting to your crystals, connecting to all parts of you, taking care of yourself, and divine self-care. Divine self-care is going to be a lot different, and a lot of you guys will go through an expansion, a quantum consciousness expansion of not understanding what self-care is. We really wouldn't know in the third dimension. So that's going to be a new reversal for a lot. Divine self-care and taking care of yourself. Generosity and kindness to others, coming from a place of purity. Full integration, and I'm just going to tell you for the new moon waves, full integration with the divine feminine, full integrations with the divine masculine energies, full integration with the solar phoenixes, full integration with Pegasus. So Pegasus is coming in. There's a Pegasus Council, and we know about that, but Pegasus is going to unlock beautiful gateways to an infinity symbol and an infinity system for you. So Pegasus is coming in, and that's an actual new gate system we're going to be activating through. New moon is going to be releasing, and it's heavy energies. So if you notice, everything is going to go. It's an acceleration in the collective, so you're going to be able to tune into some bizarre things happening. Some most likely internal breakdowns are not breakdowns. Internal breakdowns are breakthroughs. So if you feel like you're confused, you would be, because the frequencies are high. And we're going through a template wipe. So there's a huge, massive template wipe in the air coming in through the mysticals and magics, and the Pegasus gateway is a huge template wipe. You're going to feel confused. You're going to feel out of place. You're going to have to go inward. You have to go look within or go inward and maybe meditate for 5 days. Take care of yourself and slow down. Learn how to slow down and to be present too as well. Being present in the space. Moving your body and exercising too as well. Holding space from others from a place of purity is holding that light pillar. It's okay to say no. Okay? So you're going to have to learn how to turn the dial tones down and go inward. Frequencies are high, which means sensitivity. Sensitivity to everything out there. Nature and walking in nature, sitting in nature, connecting to nature. Gaia is really holding up its contracts right now in order to activate you and to upgrade you. Connecting to trees, sacred animals, raising the vibrational frequencies, loving each other, loving others, generosity and kindness. So inner peace and heart inner peace too as well. So I'm sending love to